50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and together with my friend Sam Garlep, we're reading every chapter of my Harry Potter fanfiction from when I was 13. This is book 4 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. Everyone, welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. Book 4, The Phantom Farter. Sam Garlep is here.
Hey guys, I'm right here. My microphone is turned all the way up, and I'm so excited to be here.
So Patreons will be laughing at that because Sam made a joke on the Patreon, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys, 10 minutes, 15 minutes extra each week at the top of the show. Sam joked, imagine if my microphone wasn't on again, because there's been a few times recently where his microphone wasn't on, and it turns out this was another one of those times.
It was another one of those times, and what I just did then, it was actually on and up, but I just did
you pretended.
Yeah, I just
did
a really quiet voice. So you guys are all thinking, well, something's wrong with my bloody podcast machine.
What do you make of? I feel like What
are you going to ask about?
We have to talk about.
Do we?
This will be the day when America reclaims its country.
God. I actually was like...
Make America great again. I do a good Trump.
No.
I did it this morning.
It was okay.
And Claire was like, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I don't think I can do it, so it was better than mine.
You try. You do a Trump.
Huge. Perfect.
Make America great again.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be your 37th president. And your 35th.
No, you're turning it into Dimmy /
Yeah, but I think Trump sounds a lot like Dimmy.
Oh, God.
Anyway, we don't have to talk about that.
No, I was like, we got through the whole Patreon. I was like, maybe, great. Mike's not going to mention it.
No, I was like, I'll save it for the
Mike's
maybe.
a big Trump guy, so
yeah, I'm a Trumpy.
He's been celebrating.
Yeah, hate to blow my trumpet, but I love Trump.
Nah. So, not about it. So, it's like if... I mean, look,
Trump won the election.
Yes,
again.
but in Harry Potter terms,
yeah.
I mean, the Ministry of Magic, who'd we have?
Cornelius Fudge.
He was not great.
He was an idiot. Cornelius Fudge actually gives me Scott Morrison vibes in like his bumblingness, and he's like, yeah. Scott Morrison was a Prime Minister of Australia.
Yeah, weaponised incompetence.
Who do you think your favourite Prime Minister is? Of Australia.
Oh,
because we've had 17 in the last 20.
It's hard. My favourite this year?
Because I saw Albo, current Prime Minister, at a cafe down underneath where I am employed currently.
Yes.
I saw him there, and he was just having coffee with another guy. And I was like, this is what it's like in Australia. Like, you would never just be in America, be at a cafe and Donald Trump's just having coffee there. But I literally was in a cafe and the Prime Minister of our country, Anthony Albanese, was just having a coffee. It's like you in your stand-up show.
The other guy was Vladimir Putin. Yeah. We should say.
He was
wearing a New York baseball cap, so no one could recognize him.
Actually, I totally forgot. In your stand-up show, you talk about meeting Albanese, and your joke is you literally could have just shot him in the head if you wanted to. I agree.
About his, not that I would. Again, now.
No, we wouldn't.
We wouldn't. We don't want to. It's just that. The lack of security.
Yeah.
But I really like that about our country.
Yeah.
That I don't know, where it's more open and you can have a leader just doing that.
I'll actually tell you this. You might find this funny.
I might.
When I was in the cafe, I ordered my coffee and I was just looking at Elbow, and this guy next to me started chatting to me, just a normal looking guy in plain clothes. And he was like, Mike, I know you from Hamish and Andy Pod. And I was like, oh, cool. He's like, yeah, do you work up there? I'm like, yeah, the studios are up there that we work out of, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, literally like 2 or 3 months later, I'm at the Bodriggy Brewery in Abbotsford, on Johnson
Is
Street.
this a sponsor post?
No, it's non-sponsor.
We would love Bodriggy as a sponsor.
Yeah, Bodriggy.
Local. We should do the podcast.
Dobriggy.
Dobriggy. Why don't we do the podcast from Bodriggy?
I'll send the audio to Bodriggy.
Yeah,
we'll see if
we
they want
love
to sponsor.
Bodriggy.
And a guy comes up to me. He's like, Mike, I don't know if you remember me, but I met you at that cafe. I was the security guard for Anthony Albanese.
What?
And I was like, were you his security? Because you just looked like a normal guy.
Oh
that
my
got
God,
chatting to me. He's
that
like,
is-
no, like I'm Prime Minister. I work for like the federal police, but I'm like the Prime Minister's main security guy.
That is amazing. So when you said you've walked in this bustling cafe and Albo's at, I think you were the only person there that wasn't a security. Everyone was just he leaves, everyone walks out.
I think it was a bit like that.
That's so fun. I thought you were going to say it was a Yarra Trams
ticket inspector.
Well, yeah, you should apply.
Anyway, Bodriggy Brewery was where that happened.
I mean, the great thing about if we do our podcast at Bodriggy Brewery is they have so many different beers on offer. I mean, my favourite is the Specky Juice, which is the mid-strength they have there, and I would love to have some off tap.
Yeah, and I will say, even though it can be quite noisy there and difficult to have a conversation, it's still a great place to go. And I definitely wouldn't suggest to go to Dr. Morse across the road if I wanted to have a more quiet drink with a friend, like I did with James McLennan, a friend of mine last week.
Well, now this is becoming a plug for James McLennan, which we don't need to plug him.
Well, Dr. Morse is also quite good.
Yeah, but they're not going to... Bodriggy's maybe more likely as a sponsor.
Yeah, and again... I think Bodriggy's great. I'm just saying it can be quite loud there if you want to have a quiet drink.
But what if we go there in the morning?
Yeah. What if we do a quiet night? That's our event. Bodriggy Forbidden Forest experience. And it's just like all lights are off, quiet. Every now and then someone like goes, and that's like a hippogriff grabbing you.
Yeah.
No, the listeners can't see this.
Yeah,
but
it's like
clawing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So... that would
not
work.
Sponsored. But
there could be like Forbidden Forest fruits, like a craft beer.
True. Well, that's interesting. Yes.
Sorry for brainstorming our potential
sponsorship.
We cannot. No, should we send this to Bodriggy?
I don't think so now, but we can do another one.
We'll get our producer to package it up.
Yeah.
Which is Mike.
Also, remember the company we don't say because they never responded to my sponsorship.
I have forgotten who they are.
I'll tell you again, but I'll just whisper it. Oh, fuck those dogs.
I can't believe that.
I don't know if they even exist. Like from now to when we started this year, I think they might have not exist anymore.
They may not have had the budget, let's be fair.
That's true. I mean, not many. There's not much budget anywhere in media and advertising at the moment.
Wow. Subscribe to our $10,000 super secret mega pay. What was it?
The super secret mega, whatever.
Patreon?
Yeah. I've just come up with a name for it. The invisibility cloak tier.
Wow.
Yeah, because it hides all the everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But just to reset that, the invisibility cloak tier is the $10,000 tier of Patreon, which doesn't currently exist.
It is a joke that me and Sam make when we're talking about things that we would never put to air.
Yeah.
Nothing like bad, just stuff that like, just general friend gossip that you couldn't publish on the internet.
Yeah, just, people's salaries and... stuff like that.
People's not salaries.
Yeah.
My not salary. But anyway. What have you got?
Oh, what do you mean? What have I got?
I brought the elbow thing. I brought the Trump thing. I've brought so much to the show.
Oh, what Trump thing did you bring besides going, huge, it's going to be a great presidency?
Can we say merch still available? RadioMike.com.au.
We can say that.
Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. If you want to support us, please do one of those things.
This is just what happened to me on the way here. I was waiting at the lights, and I was quite close to the curb. I will say that.
Yeah.
And then as a car then turned left when I was really close to the curb, and they almost came up into the curb. That was fine, but I guess I kind of looked up and I realized it was a hearse.
Like a coffin car. I call them coffin cars. They're like
I gave it the most technical term you can. It's very specific.
They're like limousines for dead people. Is that right?
They are.
Yeah? Okay.
It's a limo for dead people. So if they're going off to their afterlife formal, they all get dressed up. Well, it is a lot like that.
In ancient Egypt, they used to bury. Didn't they used to bury pharaohs with their slaves just in case they needed them in the afterlife.
Yeah, what does that have to do with it?
Just like the lavish things we do for dead people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, okay. But anyway, it just was then, I was like, and as I looked up and the car's so close to me as it rounds going, I'm like, I was probably a meter from a dead body about, because the coffin was in there.
Yeah.
So about half an hour ago, I was just like a meter away from dead body, and I just thought, wow.
But you know what? I thought where you were going.
My boy! My son!
I thought where you were going with it was you were going to make some kind of joke around like, oh, and they nearly hit me, and I said, oh, room for one more?
That's good.
Because you'd be dead. Thanks, man. Yeah.
That's funny.
I've written for some stuff. I've been a writer for some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, that was just, well, hey, let's workshop it.
And can we just raise quickly, because this is part for the listeners' entertainment, part for like our logistical purposes.
Yeah.
Because we're coming up to the end of the year. And as I understand.
Oh, shoot.
You're heading to the land of the rising sun, Japan.
Yes.
I'm heading to the land of the party sun, Bali.
Bali, well,
now,
yeah.
when do you go to Japan? December 10th, right?
December 15.
And then you're back. Okay, so I think I have a feeling the last episode for the year, not the season, just the year,
Just the year.
will be around maybe like just before you leave, and we'll pre-record one to go out the second last week of the year because I'll be in Bali.
Yeah, and I'll be in Japan.
Yeah.
Guys, we're both traveling internationally. So
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
do you think we can, and do you think if I do like a gig in Japan?
Are you going to do a gig in Japan?
No, but if I do one,
Yeah.
well, maybe I will. Then can I like technically write off my flights as a work trip if I do like a 10-minute spot at the comedy club in Tokyo?
I'm going to be honest with you. Did you buy the tickets to Universal Studios? Okay. Are you going to Harry Potter World?
Oh,
There's your write-off.
Wait a minute.
I would argue if you come on this show next year and talk about your experience at Universal Studios Osaka and Harry Potter World specifically, then you can write it off. Write it off.
My tax agent Vladimir is going to love this. He's going to love this.
Yeah.
Vladdy.
Between all these coffees with Anthony Albanese, I'm sure he'll be really happy.
Oh, jeez.
Who are you flying? Qantas?
Nimbus 2000. No, I'm flying
Japan Airlines.
Virgin.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I'm flying Qantas, but I'm a Virgin. No, I'm flying Virgin, I think, on the way there, and I think we're going Japan Air on the way back.
Oh, okay. So no Qantas. Just going to say, because my brain being the joke mastermind that it is thinking Qantas, Anthony Albanese. If you're in Australia, you'll know over the last week, the Prime Minister has copped a lot of flack over requesting free upgrades from Qantas.
Yes.
There's a joke in there.
Yep.
That's my job done. You're the comedian. You deliver the joke. No. Go. I've done the work. You do the joke. Do you think that's funny? Like the idea of someone's job being not like a writer, but like they're a connector. So they're like, okay, there is a joke somewhere here. This is me connecting dots. Now you write the joke.
So you're joking about that, but often for the cheap seats, especially on the day of filming, I'll sit in on the rehearsal beforehand with Tim and Mel and stuff. Yeah. And I will just message Tim a bunch of things being like, just a few things being like, oh, here you could say something about this. Yeah. And I'll just be like, I'll just link it back to it like a callback or something. But I'm like, haven't worded it yet, but I'll be like,
there's something there.
Gary the gorilla. And there's something there. And sometimes it works.
I don't think it always works in TV land because if someone hasn't caught the whole show, sometimes they won't understand the callbacks. But I guess it doesn't really matter because it's there for the people who have seen the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually the callbacks really work best within the segment that they're in, as in like.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. So you wouldn't call back like at the end of the show or like, yeah.
No, well, actually, often they do. They often do close out the show with a callback of some sort. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, just if you're wondering.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Sorry, guys. We have not...
Look at what we've covered. Politics, TV writing, Harry Potter, no. But...
but the politics thing I was going to say, it's like I'm trying to think of what it would be like if, Cornelius Fudge, or if it's like if they, he denied Voldemort was back, then Voldemort was back, but then imagine if they made him Minister of Magic.
Yeah. Be crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Or someone else. Yeah.
And the elbow thing is like Cornelius Fudge contacting the CEO of Nimbus and saying, can I get free Nimbus business class flights to Japan or something?
Yeah. Or do they just use flu powder or something?
Well, I fail to see how brooms are useful for transport purposes in a world where there's flu powder apparition and all this other stuff.
Yes, it must just be recreational, just to feel the wind in your hair.
Yeah.
And
but then they also have magic carpets and stuff.
Do they?
I think Arthur Weasley mentions magic carpets. Oh no, it's at the Quidditch World Cup. I think it's Barty Crouch is talking about magic carpets. We've had to immigration or I don't know, something like that. Something like that.
Getting a bit Trumpy
like
over
in
here.
Egypt they use it or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
I think you're thinking of Aladdin. It's a Disney movie.
Yeah, but I think that in Harry Potter they mention magic carpets.
Whole new world, fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new.
I don't know it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You know what I was going to say?
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Okay. That sounds like a threat. I was going to say, the Harry Potter wiki has been
popping off.
No recent changes in the last 7 days. Yeah, can we get something added to the wiki?
Maybe we didn't perform last week.
No, but it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since someone added something to the wiki. And I don't want it to be like a fad. I want the wiki to be a document of like.
And guys, we don't want to come down hard on you. We're not giving you homework. We're not saying, hey, you better update the wiki or we'll find you. And
if you've been listening to the pod and you haven't contributed to the wiki, are you really a fan of the podcast? I would say no, but that's not for me to decide.
I'm just going to say something off mic.
No, we shouldn't have to do anything on the wiki.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're a true fan, you will contribute to the wiki.
Yeah, I'm just curious why nothing has popped. Hey, should we do the fanfic?
I think we really should.
Here? Sam, picking up from last week, we have confirmed that a few things. Fux Fungorius is the new potions master.
Yes.
Blade Lockhart, Professor Lockhart, I guess, is the new Defense Against the Dark Arts / farts professor. The Magolympics are happening this year at Hogwarts, the time-honoured tradition for the first time.
Yeah.
And I believe that means we pick up with chapter 12 this week, Sam. And Sam, we usually start by reading the title of the chapter.
But we're going to mix it up this week.
We're going to mix it up by reading the not title by making up a title.
Okay.
So Sam, take it away.
Okay. Chapter 12, Lessons in Fart
Chemistry.
Damn it, I just realised I was watching Lessons in Chemistry last night.
It's not a show now.
It's now a show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not called that at all. Chapter 12, The Phantom Farter.
Ooh, because that's the title of the book.
Wow, title chapter.
So is this important? I would say yes.
Because this is like, if you've got an album.
Yes.
And you get to the titular song.
But it's also sometimes artists like do a self-titled album and that's like, this is us. Like, this is our sound now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
And titular is a word that you should definitely use in this book.
Anyway, all right, chapter 12, The Phantom Farter. Let's see.
Oh, and it starts, I think, is this your?
No, this is you. This is you.
I'm so excited for the Magolympics, Hopeless McDopeless said to the boys.
He's back.
As everyone exited the Great Hall to finally head to bed after 3 fucking chapters of this shit.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Wow, and Hopeless McDopeless has come back in a big way.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love that he's back.
And he's actually quite dopey.
Yeah, he is.
So he's not dopeless. He's actually dope-full.
This is me. Hopeless, I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm going to be really honest with you. but you're already starting to piss me off. And I don't think I'll be able to put up with you for the rest of the year.
Dimmy said, you know what?
Fair enough.
For once, I'm kind of like,
for once, I'm on Team Dimmy.
Yeah, it feels like Hopeless has been in the background for many years, maybe on the outer of the boys, and he's come back from summer holes,
just
gone, you know what? Maybe I can be friends with these guys.
I can be a main character. I'm going to negotiate my contract.
I feel like that maybe would happen year to year. Yeah. At school, where someone's like, you know what, I'm going to just insert myself into this group this year and just see how I go.
I feel like I had friends at school, like a group in year 8 that I was friends with, and then year 9 comes around and it's like, we're not friends.
Yeah, you're like, you know what, I'm making a change.
Yeah, and it's never spoken about. It just happens.
No, it's just like, but you could never do it midterm or something like that.
No.
You couldn't just start.
I would say it's the start of the year. Day 1 of a new school year, you decide, am I going there?
So lunchtime, you go hang out in a different kind of group or circle.
Yeah.
And the other friend's like, oh, where's Mike? Oh, I think he's over.
He hangs out with those guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
So that's what Hopeless is doing. As Dimmy and Derek, because it doesn't always work. Anyway,
no, it doesn't.
Get the fuck out of here, Mike. Go back to
I heard that a lot.
Yeah. As Dimmy and Derek curved to head to their own common room, the boys continued toward the Gryffindor common room behind the portrait of Denise.
Denise.
Which is the fat lady's name,
yeah.
if you ever bother to ask.
Yeah. Such a good bit.
It's really good. I wanted to put that in my festival show.
Yeah. Her name's Denise.
Yeah. The school was significantly more crowded than normal, with the students from Dinguts and Rubaks walking around. And they had their own designated areas outside the school. So Dinguts...
Aussie.
Yep.
Rubaks, America.
America, that's right.
Yeah. Which isn't really... I mean, Dinguts is... very Aussie. Dingo, and then just guts, I guess.
Whereas Rubaks...
I don't know where I've picked that from.
It's just Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The Rubaks students were sleeping in a giant gun that was next to the Quidditch pitch.
Hopefully it doesn't go off.
Giant gun.
It can do a lot of damage.
Not a very practically sized.
No.
And the Dingut students were camping outside the stars with sleeping bags. Well, that sounds just kind of more normal.
That's pretty Aussie.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's camp out under the stars. That was terrible.
That was good.
Thanks.
That took me back to your 20th Century Boy.
Yeah, true. Good times.
As they were walking, Michael bumped into the girl he saw in the Great Hall earlier, who dropped a bunch of her books like in a classic teen romantic movie. Now, was she American or Australian?
She's from Rubaks, yeah. So American.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I can be her if you want.
Do you want to be her?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just leaning into like the teen romance thing.
Yeah.
Oops. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
The girl said, that's okay. Fuck. So how are you? Michael said
that
nervously.
Is pretty accurate to me seeing a girl.
Yeah, she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. That's okay. Fuck. How are you?
I tell you what, this brings back a memory. Because you have 3 sisters, right?
Yes.
I just have a brother. And growing up, because I just had a brother, there weren't many girls around. And I remember once, me and my friend bumped into some girls at the train station and I had no idea what to say. And my friend was just like, how are you? Oh no, he just said, what have you been up to? And I remember going, oh my God, that's so obvious.
Genius.
Why didn't I think of that?
How did he think of that question?
It's this guy knows everything about talking to girls. What have you been up to? I never would have thought of that.
I've got nothing to say to a girl. I mean, what have they been up? Are girls up to things?
Up to stuff?
Do girls get up to stuff?
No,
yeah, I guess I didn't. It's almost like they're just humans too.
I know, it's crazy, man.
Not in America though. Anyway.
Okay.
That's so funny. Michael said nervously. Yeah. He wasn't very good at talking to girls who had been strangely missing from most of his life, especially except Hermione.
Actually, that makes sense.
Okay. Does it? Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I'm good, thanks. My name's Olivia Flatchling, 4th year at Rubax, Lincoln House.
Olivia said, I hate, you know what? No, so like, you did that really well, but I hate how almost like accurate that is. Like, what Americans love to do is introduce very specific things about them.
Like their credentials.
Credentials and
social status.
Where they are from specifically. You go, oh, where are you from? They go, Wisconsin, Massachusetts. That's not right.
Yeah. Chicago, Illinois.
It's like, and
like, because have we talked about this? Maybe because it's the thing where like you're overseas.
Yes,
like, this happened in London.
This happened to me too.
You know, we meet two Americans and we were like, "Where are you from?" We're from Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah,
but we would say, "I'm from Australia."
Yes,
I wouldn't say I'm from Melbourne.
The main thing is when we're going on like a walk, we're going on like a free walking tour or whatever, and they usually go around and they don't even have the ability to recognise the pattern. Where are you from? From Spain. Where are you from? Ireland. And
we're from Delaware.
Yeah, exactly. Where are you guys from? Delaware.
We're from Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, no, listen to what everyone's saying. Just say.
Now I feel bad for the US listeners, but like.
Are we wrong?
US listeners, how would you do it? Because like everyone else says country, but you guys go so hyper local.
Sorry, and it's a very heated week American wise.
Yeah, so, but also and this is probably the most negative. Like what I was gonna say is the way I read it is that Americans think that like they're the center of the world and everyone knows everything about America.
Yeah.
Whereas we're like, no, I'm from Australia. And then if they go, oh, where are you from? You go, oh, we're from Melbourne. Oh, yes. I love Melbourne. We haven't been there, but I love Melbourne. We really want to go.
Do you ride kangaroos?
Have you ever been to Australia? No, we want to go to Sydney and Adelaide and Gold Coast and Perth and Hobart.
Like, have you ever been to Australia? It's like, oh no, but we really want to do the big five: the lions, the buffalo. It's like wrong place.
Yeah, wrong place. All right.
Okay. And Olivia Flatchling.
Her name's Olivia Flatchling.
Flatulence.
Yes. And she's a 4th year and she's in Lincoln House. Which I guess my reading is like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
And what would I have known about America as a 13-year-old?
Bush House. Well, you don't want to be in Bush House.
No.
Imagine if later on, if we have a Simpsons predicts moment of Mike predicts. Imagine if there's a Trump house in this book.
But how could there be?
What do you mean?
I don't think I even knew who Trump was when I was 13.
Yeah, you would have seen Home Alone too.
Yeah, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what if there is?
Okay, but I don't think there would be. I think it would be absurd.
Okay. Well, I think it'd be absurd too, but it's happened. Okay, so she's in Lincoln House, Olivia said. My name's Michael Carmichael, 4th year at Hogwarts, Gryffindor House, Michael said. Well, he did it too.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Michael. Time for me to go to bed.
Olivia replied, blushing slightly.
Oh.
Time for me to go to bed. She was the prettiest girl the Michael had ever seen in his life. Wow, he's the Michael now.
Michael.
And he couldn't believe he had just spoken to her, even though she was the prettiest girl I've ever seen in my life, and I can't believe I spoke to her, Michael said.
I'm actually still here.
Olivia said, oh. I mean, I was joking. I was talking about her. He pointed at the painting of Denise, who blushed and did a call me symbol with her hands. Oh, Michael,
Denise.
You've dug yourself into a hole here.
Oh, God.
Olivia walked away smiling, and the rest of the boys began teasing him about his awkwardness around girls. What can I say? The boys were discovering this area for the first time. It was crazy.
I love that we have a named female character, original character that has lines.
Wow.
Even though it does appear her existence is only to be a love interest.
Yeah, but...
Which is, we are making steps towards passing the Bechdel test.
We won't be though. We've already talked about how pretty she is. And I'm thinking this is now... Olivia, it's like Olivia Rodrigo, so she's probably really talented.
Yeah, true.
It's the only American.
Olivia Rodrigo. And we love Sabrina Carpenter in this house.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Espresso,
martini. Oh, no, because of her song.
Yeah, no, I just need another coffee. That's so shit. Okay. So Olivia walked away smiling.
Well, I already done that,
yeah, but I just wanted to just to reiterate, she did walk away smiling.
Yeah.
As the boys walked up to Denise, who was actually drunk at the time, they were about to say the password when suddenly, pound.
Yeah.
Wow, things with Olivia and Michael are moving quite quickly.
Or Michael and Denise.
Oh yeah, that's true. Pound. Okay. Mr. Charger had blocked the portrait and placed his hands across Denise to stop the boys getting in. I forgot about that. Mr. Charger!
Which is very, Sideshow Bob!
Yes.
Yeah.
The boys said in unison. And again, unison every time in this book is in with a capital U.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's a place.
Like it's a name or a place, yeah.
From Unison, Wisconsin. Shh. I know what you're thinking. Mr. Charger's back. He's trying to kill us, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Charger said.
So good to hear that again. So good.
And that was probably the best I've ever done.
I agree. And you've just gotten straight into him as a character. I love it.
But now I'll put the pressure on. Yes, Rob said. Oh, so like, yeah. Yes, Rob said. Oh, so you are thinking that. Mr. Charger said. Yes, Sam said. How crazy was last year with Saki, by the way? Mr. Charger smiled sheepishly. Yes, said Luke. Sorry. I feel like they're all having different tones, but I can't tell because they're all the exact same. They've all said yes, question mark.
Also, you went very American in that one. It would be like, how crazy was last year with Saki, by the way?
How crazy was last year with Saki, by the way? Yeah, I forgot that he's not American.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Or French.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want any trouble this year. Let's just say there are some big plans with Voldemort this year, and I won't have you boys meddling in those plans, Mr. Charger said. We've never meddled or even entertained the idea of thinking about meddling in any of your plans. We literally want nothing to do with this. We are happy for you to do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve murdering us.
Which is kind of the opposite of Harry's approach, because Harry is like, Voldemort, I will not let you harm innocent people and I will lay my life down. But these guys are like, we're happy for you to do whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
Voldemort, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Bring him back. It sounds cool.
Sounds cool. Just leave us out of it.
This, hey, get whoever in. We're not into politics. Hey, Voldemort, he sounds
politics doesn't affect us.
Doesn't affect me. And he's like, Voldemort sounds funny. So like... Voldemort tells it like it is.
Oh, he'll be more entertaining than bloody having someone else. Yeah, so bring him. Will be entertaining.
Bring him, and that's got nothing to do with anything else. Yeah. We're just, talking to the boys here. If you promise not to murder us, we will literally not do anything to interrupt whatever you want to do, Lockie said. Okay, Mr. Charger said. Okay, what if I can't promise you that because murdering you or at least harming you severely is an essential part of the plan? By the way, how's your dad, Lockie? Please just leave us alone, please, Sam begged. Mr. Charger held his wand out to the boys. Listen here, you better not... He stopped. Suddenly, an enormously loud sound could be heard resounding around the entire school, and it was death-defyingly loud and vibration. It was death-defyingly loud and vibration.
That means, and I'm going to hold the mic away, but you'll hear it front on. I think it's like, I think it's that vibe. Like the is the vibration.
Yeah. But it just grammatically wrong. How is something death-defyingly loud? Like you can defy
death.
A sound defying death. I mean,
why not?
That was not me trying to imitate the sound. That was involuntary. The sound sounded like an enormous fart. Not one of those simplistic popping farts that just sort of fall out of the bottom. No, this is good stuff. No, it sounded like an eruptive, thunderous fart that even ended with some squelching. And it was death-defyingly loud, just remember.
Oh, God.
And immediately after the sound, an intoxicating green gas began wafting through the entire school. It was highly visible and disgustingly smelling too. Disgusting smelling? Okay, so...
Okay. So there's a waft of fart.
Yeah. I appreciate that you can see it, the green, And
I guess this is the phantom farter, right?
Totes.
The phantom farter is this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Time sensitive. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Mr. Charger breathed in through his nostrils and began laughing maniacally. Now, let me just think of it. Ha ha ha, yes, my lord, yes. It was actually kind of cringy. What is this? Michael yelled. What's going on? Rob said. Around them, many students began passing out, falling onto the cold, hard floors of Hogwarts. Seriously, can't they get some carpet? Professor Malfoy actually brought this stuff up at a staff meeting, but that was shut down in favour of a vibrating massage chair in the staff room, and there was no more budget.
You can see Harry going, turning all the stuff against Malfoy. All right, Malfoy wants soft carpet or vibrating massage chair. What do you guys?
Come on.
You
can use it any time. We'll drop a roster.
Anytime. Yeah, there'll be a little roster. Or carpet. Ooh,
boring carpet. I'm feeling the massage every day. We'll keep it in my office. Just for safekeeping. The green gas began congregating in a wafty waft.
Okay.
And settled itself in one cloudy area. Suddenly, the entire school, in brackets, of people who hadn't passed out, began congregating around it. Kind of like in Chamber of Secrets when the Chamber of Secrets has been opened is written on the wall. Okay. So some people have passed out.
Yeah. Okay. From the waft, I guess. But they're not petrified. I think it's just so stinky that
But some people haven't.
Some people haven't, yeah. Different sensitivities to the fart, I suppose.
Here we go. Harry Potter emerged from the Great Hall next to Crocomite Dundoo, Fuxafungorius, who was holding hands with Fuckety Duckety Dock, who looked scared. Gobby was next to them. Professor Flitwick Jr. was staring up at the waft, expressionless. Hagrid was also surprisingly awake and aware of what was happening. Hermione had her mouth wide open at what she was seeing. Hopeless McDopeless and Idiot Louisa Face were also starring, as were every other student that has ever been mentioned in the book. And it obviously is staring.
Yes,
I'll just say that.
Yes.
Squid and John Mooney, Squid looking scared, John smiling greatly. Oh, remember that for later. With Dragon Mailboy by their side too. Blade Lockhart ran over to the boys and hugged Lockie saying, "It's going to be okay, boys." And just a reminder, everyone that has ever been mentioned in any of the books that is still alive was present in the room.
Okay.
Okay, I'm thinking centaurs.
What do you mean?
They must be there. They've been mentioned. Everyone's been mentioned.
Everyone's in there.
What about... Oh, no, he's dead.
Who? Ron Weasley.
Dildo.
Dildo's alive.
No, who's the one that died? We can't say that.
But he's not. It says anyone who's alive. Like Gorby.
Okay,
Excuse the name.
I think we can say it.
Oh, yeah, we can say it. It's just in the book they can't say it. Yeah.
Okay, but probably the Bolonsky fan... Oh, they all die as well? No, I think they're right.
I think Gally Bolonsky was his sister and she died.
Okay, but we're missing something. Someone who they haven't mentioned right now, but has been mentioned is there.
Okay.
The waft took the shape of a human head with a green tone, a massive head floating in the air. The head was human, but also not. It was snake-like with strange slit-like nostrils and no hair.
Ooh.
That's got to be Voldy. Do you want to read this or do you want me to read?
I'll read it. It sounds hard. You do it.
A phantom farter is here to plague Hogwarts.
Okay, whatever.
No, you do it.
A phantom farter is here to plague Hogwarts.
Because I'm going to explain, I think the book will explain why I went with my choice. It said in a high-pitched, whispery tone.
True, yeah, but that's
anyway,
stupid.
It continues, all right.
The dark farts will bring Voldemort back to power once more.
So that was great. I'm laughing because I did flip the page slowly.
It just has the.
It has the, and so Mike did really well going, the dark farts, as I changed the page.
The dark farts.
Will bring Voldemort back to power once more. Okay. Everybody was really scared, except for Harry, who looked excited. Yes, I was wondering when this book's mystery would show up. This looks fun, Harry yelled. None of the students responded. Everyone to your dormitories, now, Hermione yelled. Fuxter Fungoris stepped forward. He took out his wand and aimed towards the waft. I think you're Fuxter, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Abby Fumus,
he said, and a jolt shot out of his wand, immediately reducing the cloud to a small amount of moisture that collected on the floor. Gross.
Okay. And fumus sounds like fume. So that's probably what the spell, I don't know, abolish fume, maybe, possibly.
Harry quickly came up next to him and said, "Andumus."
And I think that,
Andumus.
Yeah, Fuxter's gone, Abby Fumus, and Harry's popped in and been like, Andumus. Yeah, thinking that he's...
Good thing we were both there, Fuxter. That's one only two powerful wizards could have helped with, Harry said. Fuxter rolled his eyes and addressed everybody. But I rate that from Harry, though.
All staff, find all the students who have passed out and take them to the hospital wing. Could Mr. Flitch...
New character alert?
I think it's Mr. Filch, but we'll read as is.
Yeah.
Could Mr. Flitch and Professor Hagrid please assist the students to their dormitories? Mr. Filch, please look after Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. Professor Hagrid, the Slytherins and Gryffindors.
Hang on. He said in a true leadership style. Hang on.
What?
Oh, could Mr. Flitch and Hagrid... Oh, please do students to that. Oh, no, yeah. So, it's just funny. It says Mr. Flitch. Next sentence, Mr. Filch.
Yeah, well, it's a typo.
That's so funny.
Mr. Flitch is great.
Yeah. Oh, great. As headmaster, I will direct my staff. Thank you, Harry said. Do what Fuxer just said. So he's just like, yeah. And Professor Flitwick Jr., I need to speak to you. Could you please come here for a moment? It's giving, take him away, boys.
Bake him away, toys. Oh, what?
What's that, Chief?
Just do it with your head.
Okay, cool. Professor Flitwick Jr. came over to Harry, and Harry whispered something in his ear. No one heard this, but because I am the narrator, I can disclose that what he said was, "You're short and embarrassing. You're lucky to have a job here, you pathetic, pathetic man."
Flitwick Jr.'s the new Neville.
Yeah, I love it. Just like, hey, where's Neville?
Yeah, true.
Is Neville dead or something?
No, has Neville been mentioned?
Yeah, he must have.
I don't think he has. Oh, well.
I love it. Could you, like, a very important time, but Flitwick Jr., come over here for one moment. I need to speak to you.
Short and embarrassing.
And you're lucky to have a job here, you pathetic man. Didn't he try to resign last year?
He tried to resign.
Everybody started doing what Fuxter had advised, and the boys saw Mr. Charger walk over to Cheeseman Damo before they were escorted away by Hagrid.
Okay.
Now, Charger and Damo were a couple.
Ex-boyfriends, yeah. Interesting. Oh, okay.
Harry put his hands in his pockets and went over to join Mr. Charger and Professor Damo. You guys all cool now? Harry said. Not really, Harry, Professor Damo said. Cool. Coolios 26, Harry responded. What do you guys think that was all about? I love that. That would be a really good scene just to be watching.
Yeah.
So you guys all cool now?
All cool.
Not really.
Going up to an ex,
Yeah.
two people who were formerly a couple and being like, you guys cool? Or not really, no.
Mate. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Coolios 26. I love Coolios 26.
So what do you guys think that was all about?
What's a Phantom Fighter or some shit?
That's the end of the chapter.
Well done, Sam. Great read. Well, you know what?
What?
Sometimes in life, you just have to end a podcast.
You do. And especially sometimes when, both people hosting podcasts have quite time-sensitive things to get to.
Yes, that is true.
There were alarms going off on Mike's iPad going like, you have this soon. So.
And you know what? That's just life sometimes. Life gets busy. Life gets in the way. That doesn't mean you don't make time for your friends. And hey, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no worries, man. And I'm gonna go home, although I'm not going home. Not really.
Goodbye, amores.
Coolios
26.
Coolios 26.
We should have told them to buy merch and go on the Patreon, but we already told them.
Yeah, buy our merch, go to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, the merch is looking good though.
The merch looks good, yeah.
Looking real good.
Yep.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
So she said, what's a problem, baby?